listeners and friends of the podcast, and of course our awesome Patreon patrons. We are the FM3 from Forever Midnight.
Mm-hmm.
It's us.
If you didn't know.
Listeners are now lookers.
Lookers.
Peepers. And creepers.
Thanks for peeping and creeping. We got a list of some questions from you guys because we're like you at home and looking for stuff to do, and we thought it'd be fun to do a little Q&A video. For
Josh, everything okay there? Yeah, you look a little scared for a second.
Me? I have these questions. I pulled the questions up that Brian sent me, so I wanted to get. I want to start practicing now.
I got them all written down. I have some bonus questions too that I didn't give you guys that aren't like lists or anything, so you guys won't. It'll be a little more spontaneous.
It's okay.
Ooh.
I didn't do my homework anyway, so it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, mother fudger. This needs to be censored, right? We're on Instagram.
Does it?
I'm kidding.
Mother fudgers.
We love all of our mother fudgers. Thanks for sending in questions. I miss you guys, by the way. This sucks, assholes.
Yeah. I wish I could touch you guys.
Yeah.
Smell you.
Yeah. I wish our peaches could be touching.
The fuzz. We could connect fuzz.
like Velcro.
I saw Jeff yesterday in person.
In human form.
In human form.
Great.
I saw his human face.
Josh
across
was
a
like
long
half-assed
room.
Ninja. It was fantastic.
Yeah, I
How?
had a mask on.
He had a
Jeff
mask on, and he was all in black mask. Looked great.
I went to Jeff's work to pick up some elastic for these masks that we're making, and the protocol for where he works, they had to take my temperature. It was like China. It was like being in line at China.
Wow.
At China.
At China.
I went to China and stood in line at China, and I got my temperature taken with a gun, and then I got my temperature recorded on a piece of paper, and then I got to see Jeff from across the room. It was great.
That's for real. Yeah.
Laser temperature?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that is like at China.
It was like 104.1, so they turned me away immediately.
You sprayed diarrhea all over the front door and left.
Yeah, I didn't spray it. I just shot some out, and then that kind of like jet propelled me out of the place into my car where I filled it with poop.
Yeah.
I love it.
Left the trail. It's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Disappeared into the shadows like a true ninja. And
To die. Yeah. To die. Like a true ninja.
I'm glad you guys got to see each other. That's awesome.
It was cool.
It was rad. Josh is much smaller in person than I thought.
Very short.
Yeah.
He's on camera. You look so much, I thought you were a giant, but
Larger
Yeah,
than
it's
life.
like something about being on camera that makes me feel huge.
Oh, fuck.
it's good to be here. It's good to see you guys regardless. I miss the shit out of you guys. I miss everybody. I miss everyone. Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm going to give out tongue kisses and hugs to everybody when I'm done.
I'm gonna spread it.
First line.
I'm gonna fucking point the curve. Ding! Get everyone to the hospital at once.
Well, okay.
So what are we doing?
Let's our first question was, what is your favorite classic movie monster? Like Universal ones or Godzilla's or King Kong's, whatever have you.
Well, you spoiled mine, but okay, sure. King Kong. That's it. I love them all, except I don't like the Mummy, but King Kong is my absolute favorite classic monster, for sure.
Cool.
We did that whole episode. You guys can hear me geek out about it on that episode. I was losing my mind. It was great. Josh is bored.
Oh, I forgot there's cameras. I thought it wasn't just audio.
God, fuck you.
Let's watch another King Kong movie. You got any more? Are there any more? Can we fuck with more King Kong movies?
Totally. Tons more.
There's one coming out pretty soon.
So many more.
Yeah. So many more.
No, man. No more.
I still love it. I don't care what Josh says. I love this shit. Okay, Josh, how about you?
It was me that made us watch King Kong Jr. or whatever the fuck it was. Son of Kong.
Yeah, that was all
Kong's
you.
son. What was it called?
I was the one where they jammed her into the fucking jet plane.
Right?
Yes.
And her dumb feet were sticking out and shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had Jeff. I'm sorry. I don't mean to shit on King Kong.
It's fine.
I know you love
love
King
it.
Kong.
I don't care. Okay.
I do. I just think that we've had we've done more King Kong movies than we have done Nightmare on Elm Street movies on this fucking podcast, and that's insane.
That's crazy. That's such a shame. I'm a bigger fan of Nightmare on Elm Street than I am of King Kong. So that's a fucking shame.
Wow.
What's yours so I can shit on it? I mean, go ahead.
My classic movie monster. I'm stupid in that I don't really even know. Like haven't watched a whole lot of I guess it would be.
Let's see if you just had to, if 11-year-old Josh had to pick.
Probably be Phantom of the Opera, and for so many other
Really?
reasons that aren't actually because it is the scariest. It's mostly because it's a movie I've seen more than the other ones. I've seen Dracula once. I've seen Frankenstein once.
Is it because he's a musician and not just as close to your heart?
No, it's because we have similar hairlines. No, it's partially because my dad had all those, the plastic models, that were like the Dracula model, and they had a cool hard cape that went hooked on. And the Phantom of the Opera was a really cool version that he painted all green and gross. So because it was black and white, who knows what their colors they are. But I also, in the Old Famous Monsters I had, there was a flip of every frame of the mask coming off the Phantom for the first time, and that was a really scary one for me. So when I saw the movie, and I was blown away that it was partially in color, Phantom of the Opera's got color parts to it, during the Red Death scene.
Sure.
How? It's like 1705, I think, when they made that movie.
Yeah, that guy really looked like that too.
Yeah, exactly. I'd say the Phantom, if that counts. Does that count?
Totally counts.
Totally.
Fully
Absolutely.
Counts. Yeah.
Jeff, now you can poop on it. I cleared off a place for you to poop.
No, it's okay. I've held it all back. I love you too much.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Go ahead, Brian. What about you?
Mine used to be. It always teeters between Frankenstein and the Wolfman, but really, in later years, it's been the Mummy, and just because of how absurd the Mummy is as a monster.
Really? Yeah, he's my least favorite. Of all the classic, iconic monsters,
Sure.
my least favorite.
Well, he very well should be the least bit scary because he'll just fall apart.
He's the most frail. He's slow as fuck. He's covered in and what everyone jokes is toilet paper, which is hard to get away from. It just looks dumb.
Yeah, it's so dumb, and I think that's why I love it.
The only thing holding that guy together is those Band-Aids.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah.
You just unravel a part of it, and he's dust.
Exactly.
Not scary.
Yeah, I mean, in that scene from Monster Squad, it's the best thing because they just unravel him to nothing, and it's just awesome. So,
Yeah.
any monster that's really at the core of him is just dust should be very scary.
Was it renewed in all the remakes? The Scorpion Kings and the Tom Cruise on the airplane and the.
He's just giant dust, isn't he? Not like a big thing of sand.
Like a sandstorm.
Big dust. Big fat dust. The movie.
I haven't seen the new reboot one, but I don't think I need to.
Oh, the Tom Cruise one.
Yeah, I mean, it is cool that then the Mummy would have tits, but other than that, I mean, it's just dust-filled tits. I don't need that.
Wolfman's got nards.
Sandbags.
Yeah.
Sandbags, exactly. It felt like a bag of sand. All right. The next question was on a more of a broad scale, new and all that stuff, is what are our individual favorite monsters of all time?
What do we consider a monster though? Because I would say Freddy Krueger. Is he considered a monster?
I would say once you ascend past human form, you can be considered a monster.
I mean, because he's a
humanoid.
He's
What's that?
humanish.
He's a humanoid. He's humanoid, but he exists on a plane that's beyond ours, and he has powers beyond a human. So therefore, I would consider him a monster.
Yeah, see, me too. Yeah, he's not like a Michael Myers. He's not like a real person anymore. He's transcended into another plane of being.
Yeah,
he's more of a. He's a dream demon now or some shit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I'll say Frederick Krueger.
Frederick Krueger. Okay.
Frederick.
Show some respect.
Krueger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Krueger, please.
How about you, Josh?
Well, Frederick Krueger is a big one for me. Frederic Krueger
Frederic.
in French. But upon all the rewatchings, he's problematic. Says the B word too much, very disrespectful to women.
Yeah.
Jeff, I'm not trying to say. He's up there with me. Like Friday the Elm Street, numbers 12 through 13. Nightmare 1, 2, and 3 are huge for me. 2 especially. 2 is one of those. Is the first one I saw. Super stupid. He's very scary. It inspired me to bring my own deadly weapon to junior high school.
Yeah.
I'm terrified of that. I just brought weapons to school because of this
Big.
movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Great.
But I wonder if there are other creatures that scare me more. I think one creature that scares me more than any other fucking thing, and this is so stupid. That it is Meg Mucklebones from Legend. Is one of the scariest things I've ever seen.
That's legit, dude. That's straight legit.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a scary thing.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of story behind Meg Mucklebones, and there's not a whole lot of to what we see, but everything you see is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, it is. It's a sagging, gross green nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. That's good.
She's gonna eat your ass in a swamp. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, see, mine, I don't know, because, like, of course, like, Leatherface is my favorite, like, horror character, but he's not a monster. He's just a fucking inbred weirdo. But I don't know. As far as like monsters go, for me, like I don't know. I think of weird shit, and then it's not really, the form can change, but like I would think, to me, the spider head from The Thing.
Oh yeah.
It would be considered a monster, even though it's based off of some human form. But I remember when I first saw that happen. The hills ran red with my shit.
Dude, you should go to the doctor if you have red in your shit. What's the problem?
Yeah. I tried to get as far away from the fucking television as I could, and I was like just broken after that.
Dude, that's legit too. The Thing is a terrifying monster.
Yeah. It was one review we gave a movie once that was, I forget what the movie was, but the review was my brain turned to shit and emptied out into my shorts. Which is still one of the strongest reviews I've given a movie.
Spot on.
That's classic. That's
I
great.
love it. Yeah.
Classic for every night film review.
All right. So the next one is favorite body horror films. I have a major health anxiety, so they scare the shit out of me, is what the person said. And I'm not. I could tell who all the people are, but I just figured it'd be easier just to ask the questions and stuff. You know who you are individually to ask these questions, so.
Sure.
But so body horror. I mean,
The Fly, just top of the dome. The Fly is one of the scariest. There you go. Thank you. That movie freaks me the fuck out every time. Every time. Just falling apart like that. I don't know. It's losing control of your body. I mean, to a disease or to that, whatever the fuck. That's horrifying. And Cronenberg's best at it. He's done a million of those kind of movies.
Right.
So he knows what the fuck he's doing. What about you guys?
For me, The Fly is big as fuck.
Yeah.
Prince of Darkness is also pretty rough because, and it's one of my favorite movies ever, when Homegirl, the pretty blonde lady who looks like a nurse, turns into just a scab pile, is pretty gross.
Totally.
But The Fly is worse. The Fly is, The Fly is horrible. Videodrome is really rough. Even Existenz is really fucking rough. Like, it's not necessarily, I guess it's a body horror movie, for sure.
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh, so rough. Any Cronenberg is going to get you, and I think The Fly is still the masterpiece of that.
Yeah, I think The Fly is the most, makes you feel the most uneasy and most gross. But like on the other spectrum of that,
it's kind of the most relatable out of all the ones, because it's kind of really based in our reality. I know teleporting is not really in our reality, but more so than like Existenz or some shit. It feels more at home.
Yeah, it's more rooted in what we know. And for me, like on the opposite of that, but still very horrific and weird, is just Society.
Oh shit, totally.
Because
shunting?
it's so absurd. It's so fucking crazy, but like it's still gross as shit and just makes you feel a certain way.
Totally. Here's another
Oh,
one that
yeah.
I like is body parts. We
Yeah.
watched that. It's like one of the
Yeah.
earliest episodes, and the thought of like not having control over your own part. Again, it's just like losing control of yourself is a huge fear.
Yeah.
Having your own body work against you is terrifying.
Yeah. What was the Frank Henenlotter movie we reviewed where the dick went crazy?
Oh, it was
Bad
so good.
biology.
Bad-
Bad biology.
Bad Biology. Yeah.
Oh,
fucking
that's
hell.
sick.
That's one. I put that up there.
I relate to that. My penis is always working against me, 100%, every day.
My number one enemy, arch nemesis.
and my secret lover.
You guys haven't become more close as you've been in quarantine?
No, surprisingly, no.
Whoa.
Surprisingly,
Just duking it out. Yeah, you and Ro are doing fine, but you and your penis are at odds. At all.
After this is all over, there's going to be a divorce. A dick divorce.
You hear it here first, buddy. Here. I gotta switch up my drink for that one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right. And then so the next one is it just me or do we need more cannibalism in horror?
More?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, what was the last cannibal movie besides like Green Room? Or not Green Room,
Green Inferno?
Inferno? That was recent enough.
And Raw and like.
Yeah, I mean, it's still going. People are still making shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't go for that much.
We could always use another Texas Chainsaw, right, Bri?
Could always use another something of the Living Dead, right?
Well, that point, see, it's always weird with that because I feel like once you've gone to the zombie side, then you're no longer technically human, and therefore is it not really cannibalism?
Ah, so zombie movies don't count as cannibal movies.
I never thought of them like that. I mean, I'm not an expert, believe me.
You know, honestly, I don't feel this is terrible, but I'm not that freaked out about cannibals. It's just meat. I don't care. I know looking at someone as being food is supposed to be terrifying, but I don't know. It doesn't bug me that much.
It doesn't bug me as much as other
I have
things
a
either.
real disconnect from myself and food, though, so don't take my word for anything.
Yeah.
Well, as a vegan, you would think that cannibal movies would be really fucked up for me, but again, I'm way more scared of ghosts than a cannibal.
Yeah, what's with that? I don't even believe in ghosts, but I'm way more scared of that than something that actually happens. Like cannibalism.
Daily.
I don't know.
We talked about the ratio of possibility.
Yeah.
There's way more cannibals snacking on dudes right now than there are ghosts haunting people because they don't exist.
Yep.
Cannibals exist.
That's a fact. That's like a fucking full scientific fact.
Mm-hmm.
Would you guys try some? If someone's presented to you in jerky form, slathered in some kind of delicious sauce, like, hey, this is just a little shoulder of human. Would you try it?
I've said before, if I was given if someone was like, you have to either eat this human piece of meat or we're gonna kill this cow or this thing, I would eat the human piece of meat. Now I wouldn't want to murder that thing, but like if I had to give the choice, or if I was on an island and there was like, you could either eat this fucking horrible person or you could eat this beautiful cow.
Just Donner Party style, like to survive, you would eat human, right?
Yeah. Remember we had this conversation. You would go with the teeth first for some reason, Jeff, and then
calcium, keep you going.
you gotta keep your bones strong. I understand it.
See, the thing about this too is that Brian's a fussy eater. So like it's gonna have to be done right. It's gonna have to be no onions anywhere near.
Yeah. Even when you're talking about slathering on a sauce, I was like, what kind of sauce?
Oh yeah.
It might be too spicy. If it's ketchup, too spicy.
Too spicy.
Too far.
There's a toilet paper shortage. I don't have anything to swap up the sweat with, so like I got to keep it mellow.
So just a little salt, pepper, maybe some paprika, something just light.
Yeah. Like I want to bring the flavor of the meat out itself.
Salt and pepper, baby. Salt and pepper's all you need.
Yeah. Ooh, I've been living off this fucking chicken salt from Trader Joe's.
Chicken salt. What are
you're
you
talking about
talking
chicken
about?
salt.
Chicken salt. It's just vegan salt that's like has kind of like a faux chicken flavoring mixed in.
It's got spices and salt, is what it is, right?
I've been putting it on everything. Pop-Tarts,
Donuts,
Chicken salt.
whatever.
fucking, yeah. Oh, it's so
Ice
good.
cream.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I'm like, my wife's like, here's some broccoli. And I'm like, chicken salt. Like, whatever it is, like, chicken salt.
You just like licking a finger and dabbing in some chicken salt.
Oh, no, I'm like dousing whatever it is in chicken
All
salt.
food.
Yeah.
I mean, besides that, as a light snack, just straight up the salt itself.
One of my favorite toys growing up, and this is not a toy, by the way. It was like one of those, like a whistle that goes woo.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
one of those little whistles. But that was not enough for me. So I would take it in a little tin of vintage ass butter flavored popcorn salt and like salt the rim of my zip whistle.
Like a margarita.
Yeah.
Salt the rim.
Yeah.
Suck on it.
But
So
whistle
if I
is
put
that
that
thing.
on my
I just carried a
cock,
little-
Josh, would you?
I like, what's that?
If I put it on my penis, would you?
If you can find me that vintage ass McCormick's, dude.
Little chicken salt on the rim.
Yeah, just do a line of chicken salt.
I'm just saying, quarantine's got me acting weird.
I'll lick where the popcorn butter salt goes. That's all I gotta say.
There you go. All right.
But I eventually ruined this whistle because I was blowing fucking salt into the wheels of this small machine. Ruined
Oh,
it.
it just got all goofed up, huh?
Gooped it up, yeah.
Yeah.
I wet my whistle too much.
Oh, God. Josh.
Oh. All right. The next question is, what's the next monster in the cycle? Vampires, ghosts, zombies, etc.
Ooh, that's
The
tough.
grand cycle of popular monsters.
Brian, you may remember, but I totally called witches like 10 years ago.
You did. I think at the beginning of the podcast, I believe you called that fucking big time.
I did it on the podcast I was doing before Forever Midnight. So like, even before we started, I called that shit. But now I'm not so sure.
After this, it's gonna be like zombie or viral plague stuff.
Yeah, I suppose. I'd like it to be something.
That's not a monster.
I mean, I'd love it to be ghosts again, but that's probably not going to happen, or something supernatural. But that's not going to be the case.
I mean, how does it work? I mean, how did it work after the Spanish flu? What monster came out after that? That's all like the Universal shit, right?
Yeah, it was like 1911 or something, right? So
1920. So no, right after that was like the 20s and 30s of the Universal shit.
Yeah, but I mean, what can you do? The vampire, and then you had Frankenstein right after that couple of years. So that's Living Dead, and then vampire. So that's, I don't know. It's probably gonna be everything because we're just so steeped in nostalgia, and we have access to everything. It's probably everything across the board is gonna be going strong.
Well, especially because now there's been this big hold off of like being able to make anything new. You're gonna see just everybody just trying to get everything out there. Like there's just gonna be a flurry of fucking. I think you're right. I think all monsters are coming.
Oh, for sure. I mean, nothing's gone out of style this past like couple of years at all. I mean, like it's just been more of everything, so much so that I would probably sooner see a lack of something than more of another thing.
I think we're done with clowns for a while.
I don't know, until Trump's out of office, probably not. No, I'm 100% serious. Like after Trump has been in office, we've seen a lot of like carnival themes pop up in movies, all across, not even horror movies, all across the board in movies and TV. And clowns have been a big thing. I swear, and there's a correlation between him and our current administration for sure. And as soon as he is gone, which he probably won't be, he'll probably be another 4 years. If he's still in office, we'll see more clown shit for sure.
Fuck.
For sure.
I gotta go, guys. Bye.
All right. So I don't know if you did your homework, Josh. Jeff said he didn't. But what's a list of some lesser known horror to watch in streaming services for these weird times?
I didn't do this homework like I should have.
Fuck.
Not again, Jeff. He does this all the time. We don't let the public know, but that's him every time we do an episode. Fuck.
I haven't watched it yet, but here's something that I intend to watch. I saw it was on Hulu. It was a movie called Special Effects, and it's by Larry Cohen, and it's a guy who commits a murder on camera of a woman, and then turns that into a movie. so he kind of gets away with murder because he turns it into a scene in the movie.
Ah,
I
it's
haven't
old,
watched
isn't
it yet. It's 84, but it's on my queue of things to watch that I hadn't heard of before until just like this past week, and I'm anxious to see it. So
Nice.
there's a lesser known one to check out. I don't know if it's any good, but it's there.
Cool.
It sounds cool.
Yeah.
You
Sounds
seem
cool.
stoked about
Have
it.
you watched anything else that's been kind of like under the radar, you think, for people like lately, or?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Josh?
I don't really go the unheard of route too much because they usually fucking suck, and that's the reason they're unheard of. And
Yeah.
I spend too much of my time on this podcast watching shit I don't like.
Yeah.
On my free time, I'm not really watching that
You're
shit. I'm watching good stuff.
Grade A shit on your time
Trying
away
to.
from the podcast. Yeah. I feel it.
Trying to.
I watched the movie Terrified recently, which is
Right.
it's an Argentinian horror film. It's pretty fucking awesome, pretty scary. Has some really fucking rad moments and stuff in it. That was one that's kind of definitely lesser known that I'd heard about, and I checked out.
And that's on what? Shudder?
That was on Shudder. Yeah, there's a few that are on Shudder that like there's like Incident in Ghostland, which we've done an episode on, but a lot of people haven't watched that. That's definitely like
It's
a
great.
That's worth it. Yeah, it's great.
That's a good one. I like that one a lot.
I watched the Scary Stories documentary about those books, which that's on Amazon.
Oh,
That's-
is that finally came out?
Yeah.
Are we in that?
What's that?
Are we in that shit?
No.
Our toy?
No.
Ah, so close. Because the people who made that documentary like retweeted our shit and like posted about our toy, our big toe figure.
Oh, right on. Cool. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Totally.
Yeah.
So they totally know about us, but
Yeah.
oh well.
Saturday the 14th is on Amazon, folks.
I've been so close to watching it many times, but I don't think Rochelle would be into it, so I've been avoiding it.
It's you should see it. You
I
gotta see it.
want to see it. I
It
totally.
is
Jeffrey Tambor playing a fucking a vampire is one of the best goddamn things.
It's
Fuck
goof
yeah.
troop, but it's worth it.
I'm anxious to see. Have you guys heard of Antrim? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, I have that on my queue right now. That's also on Amazon.
Yeah, I haven't heard too much about it, but like from what I understand about it, seems pretty good. Seems pretty interesting.
Because it's supposed to be like the most like cursed like movie or something.
That's how they're promoting it for sure.
Yeah.
Which is I'm into. I think that's exciting. That's fun.
Yeah. I've been watching this series on on Shudder that's called Cursed Films, which is fucking pretty
I'm about
rad.
to sign up for Shudder just for that.
Yeah,
I watched that really bad.
I just watched the Poltergeist one last night.
How
Oh
was
shit,
it?
that's awesome. 2 days ago they only had The Exorcist up, and so they've got Poltergeist and The Omen up now. It's killer.
Yeah.
Oh,
watched
I
the
can't
Ex-
wait to see it.
I watched The Exorcist and I came in and they were all three there and I skipped over The Omen and went right to Poltergeist last night. And it's pretty awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
There's
It
an
looks like a
effects
good, like well done documentary too. It looks like it's legit.
Yeah, it's good for
Right.
sure. And like Ryan Turks and the Poltergeist one and stuff, like, you know, people we know and shit. And like,
Cool.
there's there's an effects artist that I've been wanting to get on the show for a while. And he's worked on like everything we love. And a lot of it's like, he doesn't get a lot of like, credit for it because there's like multiple people working on stuff or whatever, but he worked on Poltergeist and he's in this documentary. But so like, knowing that now, I would love to have him on even more, even though I wanted to have him on forever because, you know, he did a lot of stuff with like The Gate and a lot of other shit. But like, yeah,
Holy
really,
shit.
really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's worked on everything. So
And
But,
I mentioned on our last episode, the platform was really good. I like that a lot. Thought that was enjoyable.
totally. Yeah, there's all kinds of shit. Greasy Strangler still on Amazon, folks. So
Get you some that grease.
get you some. This one,
Every Friday the 13th is up now on Shudder too. Every
Yeah.
damn one, which is great.
Yeah. you can watch them all in a row and then listen to our episode.
Yeah.
Best driven insane by solitude horror movies. I think there's one main one that we would all say.
Does that mean a movie about being driven insane or something to watch while we're being driven insane by solitude?
No, that question's coming up later. Like the best, like I would say, like the person or the people in the movie are being driven insane by their isolation and solitude.
If we say anything but The Shining, we're crazy.
Exactly. That's the best one, right?
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
the cabin / shack / the lodge is pretty like up there now.
the movie Bug is great. If you haven't seen it with Michael Shannon and somebody with a Judd in her name. Is it Ashley Judd?
I think it's Ashley Judd in that.
She's
yeah.
the actor, not the.
Yeah.
She's not Winona.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, Ashley Judd and Michael Shannon are the only two people in the movie Bug, and it is great. It's so good.
I've never seen it before, but I you used to say good things about it. But it's just them
Yeah.
going crazy in a room or something.
I saw it in a theater. Yeah, it's like it's a virus that attacks these people who are alone in a house together. It's really crazy. You should check it
Wow.
out.
Cool.
I don't know if this counts, but Duel, Steven Spielberg's first movie, is really good. It's about a man just kind of on his own, fighting against a crazy truck and/or driver. I don't know. They never really show you who's driving the truck.
Yeah.
But a man on his own being driven slowly mad is I'd say it kind of counts.
Literally driven.
There's fucking Bug was done by William Friedkin, by the way, just so you know. It's a William Friedkin movie. Yeah.
That's great. That's
Worth
awesome.
checking out. There are two people in that fucking movie. It's great. Duel would count. It's really just one guy in a car for the most part, right?
Oh, yep, for the most part. Yep.
Cool.
Did you guys see the Christian Bale movie, The Machinist? You guys see that movie? There's only
I've
4
just- no, I've
on
never
that
seen
movie. Oh, you guys got to see that fucking thing. It's terrifying. It's really good.
It's the one where he gets super skinny in like real life,
Yeah,
right?
it's super
He
skinny.
really-
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great though. It's a good movie.
Cool. Right on. So, do we have any stuff that we want to mention, like on our current watch list? But I think we've kind of done that already too. I watched that Tom Savini documentary.
The Shutter one, how is it?
Yeah, it's all right. There's some good stuff in there.
Yeah.
It's still hard to get over my feelings about Mr. Savini.
That one time, that motherfucker.
He was such an ass. It's hard to get over. Like it's
Like he was such a dick. But
unnecessarily an asshole for no reason, and we were just being stoked on him.
Yeah.
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 It's hard to back him now.
Yeah.
like he was a total dickhead, but at the same time, he did photobomb some other pictures. That was really fun to have him in the pictures. Every time we tried to take a picture with PJ Souls, he'd be like, "Yo, what up?"
Yeah.
That's true. But also then
That's
we
funny.
found online a plethora of people with their shitty experiences with Tom Savini.
That's
And
too
we know
bad.
people. We've known people that went to his school, and I've heard some terrible stories about him. There too. So
Yeah.
all
I mean,
around, he's the impression he's made on me is not great.
yeah. No, it's hard like watching it because you're like, I love all these fucking things that he's done. Like all this stuff. I love it, and it has such a big part of my being.
I still
You know,
love it.
yeah.
I still love the
Yeah.
stuff that he's done, and I'm not going to take away from his accomplishments at all.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But it's funny they definitely paint him into more of a sweetheart box for sure than but it's his documentary.
I'm sure he has that side to him, but I haven't got to see it yet.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, yeah, I don't know. I would like to think maybe if I met him again someday, but I'm afraid to meet him again. It was such
Yeah.
it was such a bad time that I'm like, I don't even want to try.
Yeah, I don't care anymore. If we were sitting at the same table, I don't think I would give a shit.
Yeah.
Let's just move on. Let's meet Rob Bottin instead and see how he's doing. Because
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
great.
how's that
He's
dude
next on
doing?
the list, right? Yeah, Savini, like Rob Bottin, how you doing?
Yeah. Real quick, the other thing I've been watching a ton of, and I've already seen it a bunch, and Jeff just finally watched it. We talked about, but What We Do in the Shadows, the TV series, it's amazing.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, check it out. And the new season is coming up on April 15th. It's fucking top notch.
It's really good. I usually don't go for like comedy, like horror comedy especially, but it's really good. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. I love all the homages to vampire flicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Great.
fucking nail it. They do a really
Yeah.
great job.
Awesome.
I just saw the other day, just like 2 days ago, Parasite went up on Hulu. So
Yeah. Yeah.
which is
Yeah, I've
great.
seen
Seen it a
that
couple times now.
So fucking good.
So good.
Yeah. Sure, we're preaching to the choir on that one, but whew.
Yeah, the world over is in love with it. But if you haven't seen it, definitely go see it.
It's like Tiger King, Parasite.
Come on, no.
Who would win in a fight? Dr. Loomis or Dr. Wiggle Jiggle?
Ooh, what are they fighting over? Your testicles? I'm gonna say Loomis because he'll just pull a gun in a fucking crowd and just start firing. So
Let's
he's
say
the most out of control.
true. Let's say Michael Myers is going in for a vasectomy. Those are his two choices.
Well, Wiggle Jiggle is gonna get him. Is gonna hurt him. Loomis
It's gonna
has
hurt
never
him the
once hurt
worst.
Michael Myers.
Forever hurt him.
Yeah. He's only ever helped Michael Myers, Loomis. So I think Wiggle Jiggle's got a better chance.
True. But he'll
Yeah.
shoot. But Loomis will shoot everyone else in the room. Probably.
Yeah. Everyone else will have a vasectomy in the hospital except for Michael Myers.
There'll be a bunch of little baby Michael Myers running around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
himself. God
Yeah.
damn.
I think Loomis is the bigger threat to society.
Yeah. Y'all getting gross during the lockdown? Like infrequent showers and using deodorant and stuff?
No.
No.
You know me. Deodorant, cologne, showers all the time.
Yeah.
I put on deodorant before I came on this thing because just in case you could smell me. through the
Thank
phone.
God.
Right?
You smell good, Jeff.
welcome.
I appreciate it.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Yeah.
No,
This
I'm not
maybe-
getting gross at all. Nope.
No. I don't drink coffee, so I take a shower every day just to get,
Yeah.
waking me up.
Yeah.
Ah!
Like you have to keep that in your schedule so you still feel like a human. You're still like doing stuff, Also, I'm still working, so I kind of have to do it to like get me. Okay, I'm doing this, and then I'm gonna go to work.
Yeah, I prefer to smell good. I don't get into that smelling like crap thing.
I think if I lived alone and was single, and that was it, I may go a couple days without showering.
Roll in your own filth and chicken salt.
Yeah. Just like chicken salting the fucking video game controller, the whole night.
Yeah. You just go to bed at night, pull back the sheets, just chicken salt, get in.
It's like catnip to Brian.
Yeah, I just rub around in it, and yeah.
Yeah, no way. And if you guys are getting gross, don't do it. Please shower.
I have a
Please.
child and to be a role model for. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
But you
Gotta-
say without your wife and being a role model.
If
you
I
would just
didn't
go,
have
"Fuck
a
it."
wife or a son, I may go some time without a shower, like a day or so. I can't go 2 days. If I've never gone 2 days in my entire life. I mean, maybe when I was a
Good.
kid, but
Good.
you know.
Good.
But
Oh God, I remember myself as like a 12-year-old. I don't think I would shower unless someone like held me underwater. I couldn't do it. Like I wouldn't. I couldn't get water near my eyes. I was like, no. I was like a long-haired, stinky, skinny kid, always. But then as soon as I got like stinky as a grown stinky person, it was
Yeah.
like showers every day. You got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Got her.
I do some of my best thinking in the shower too, man. I love
Yeah.
the shower.
Inspo,
Don't you
dude.
call it thinking? Okay.
I chicken salt my balls, okay?
I call it jinking.
Jinky.
I'm definitely thinking. Not thinking. No, I think it's true though. Like if you're for some reason every time I'm like I think it might be just hot water on the top of your dome makes you think great thoughts.
It gets the blood flowing, man.
It's kind of a meditative state. You don't have to do anything else besides sit there and just be with your thoughts and
Yeah.
Mhm.
dick in your hand. That's it. That's
Mhm.
all you need.
Yeah.
Genius.
Just washing your dick a lot.
A
Yeah.
lot. Like too much.
The world's cleanest dick.
Like I don't have a layer of skin on my dick. It's gone now. You have like what? 3 layers of skin? I have 2. I'm only 2.
It's like a Cronenberg movie. It's body horror for sure. What are all these pieces and tubes?
You lost
What
you
What
lost
I do?
the two sheaths you lost. Now you have one sheath left. So. Gross. All right. This one's for Josh. I immediately was like, this is Josh's question. I always wonder if any of you have read Stephen King's book Revival. Some
Yeah,
good
I'm out.
Lovecraftian shit.
I did read Revival. I read it at my bandmate Julia's house in Michigan 4 years ago. It is very good. It's a great book. It's about a revival, like religious kind of tent traveling guy, but it's definitely more supernatural than that. Lightning harnessing and different dimensions and bugs and shit. It's good.
Cool. Right on.
Good.
Yeah. I knew I was like, this is Josh's deal.
I just finished this morning. I finished for the second time in my life the book Insomnia, which is like a 1995 Stephen King book. I might have finished it in 93, and it's definitely got a lot of Dark Tower stuff in it that they don't actually even mention. It's a companion book, but it certainly is. And
that's
it's
cool.
it's way out there. It's a really weird one about these 70-year-old folks that are like losing sleep, and then they start seeing different auras of everybody and dimensions. They have to stop little bald doctors and weird shit. It's a good book, but it's also very weird.
Real quick, guys. Are we at the 40-minute mark? Do we need to stop and then re-record?
No, they were on Skype.
Oh, we're on Skype now. So there's no limit.
No limit.
No limit, baby, Master
No
P.
limit, soldier! Okay.
All right.
Nah.
What are y'all doing to stay positive during this time? Show your
What?
bottle, Jeff. Show your bottle.
I need to get another one. Hold on, I'll be right back.
I've just been going out. I've been going to work. I don't. What's going on? Is something going on? Is something weird happening?
Something changed? Something different? I've just been breathing on people. Is that wrong? Is that weird?
I've just been coughing in mouths. It makes me feel good about myself.
Nice. I've been working on music a bunch actually.
You've been working on music. That's
Just
fantastic.
splashing beer in my face.
Got that Corona splash from that can.
I love the sound of you working on music, Brian. That's great.
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
yeah.
Josh, keep drinking like that, please. It's really awesome.
It's fun. It's
A little on my chin, though. Is that
I'm watching
wrong?
Josh over here spilling beer all over himself.
This is why I got to shower every day, baby. The chin beers. What is happening?
I've been rollerblading a lot, and I'm really good, and I'm ready to hit the skate park. Brian, you gonna take me to the skate park as soon as we're done with this?
Yes.
Blade till you fade, baby.
You ready?
I
got the biggest fanny pack, the shortest shorts. I'm ready to rip.
Have you learned soul grinds yet?
No, I will though.
Soul
I got all the time in the world to learn.
Yeah. It's SOU.
I learned soul patches. I'm gonna grow one real soon.
You have to. You have rollerblades now.
It's a requirement.
By martial law, you have to have a soul patch.
Okay.
If you,
When we hit the
Once
park,
you start
I'm
blading,
soul patching it.
and if you start blading, stop shaving, it only grows out of here.
But yeah, that's
Awesome.
It's been nice. It's keeping me outdoors, getting some of that vitamin D from the sun.
Yeah.
That's good. A little exercise, a little fun in my life.
Get Rochelle to take some video next time. I want to see you jamming, man.
Well, she's on skates too, so that's it's a tricky situation with her filming while she's on skates.
You're being for real. For real.
For realsy.
Yeah, no, she got some roller skates. And
Quads.
She's ready to roller derby. Yeah, she's ready to knock into people.
We need to go hit fucking Cal Skate when this is all over.
Oh yeah.
The other day, Sarah was like, we were talking about what we're gonna do. I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to Cal Skate. First thing I'm doing is going to Cal Skate.
Let's go, bro.
Dude,
I'm ready to rip.
Let's fucking rent out Cal Skate, play a fucking horror movie, have a DJ, and fucking skate.
Oh my god, that sounds like heaven.
Yeah. We're doing it.
Yes.
Forever Midnight Cal Skate Jamboree.
Join us. Yeah. Watch me do my thing.
Watch me lose a hip. Exploding hips.
Lose a hip. Oh, there's Josh's hip.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to jump over my hip.
I will jump. Yeah, I'll jump that shit.
Yeah. There you
Watch
go.
me.
Somebody wrote as their question, send nudes. So
You first, and then
we need the nudes.
Is it I who am in need of the dude? Yeah.
forevermidnight3@gmail.com. We've said this
Send
before.
them.
Send them more.
Male, female, I don't care. Send them all. Let me see them things.
Yeah. Long, short, I don't care.
Hey, whatever. Saggy, tight, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Let me see it all.
Ginies, heinies, fucking ding dinies, I don't care, whatever.
Tweens and everything else.
Wait.
Tweens.
That's gonna get us arrested.
Oh, not those kind of tweens. The in-betweens.
Okay.
So there's a difference between tweens and the in-betweenus.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for clarifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Want to make sure.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Unless you want to twist it up and then send us that picture of that twisted in-betweenus.
And then this one was, have you watched the Curse movie series on Shudder? Yes. Or we will be.
Gunu, though. Haven't
Yep.
yet, but Gunu. Now that Poltergeist is up there,
Yep.
tonight, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm signing up. after this for sure.
Nice.
I always sign up and then I delete my account because I get so bored of Shudder, and then I sign up again because they bring something else out that I want to watch.
Dude, Shudder's got so much fucking. That Shudder is the place where you kind of maybe need to go dumpster diving a little bit and see like some of the lesser known shit, because there's some good stuff on there.
I feel like
it's just money's tight, you know. Like I'm signed up for every other goddamn streaming service, so like that one on top of everything else is.
Shudder's cheap.
If I'm not using it enough, it seems like a lot.
Like I feel like I want it to succeed enough. I barely watch it. I probably watch it the least, but I feel the best about supporting it. So I just keep it rolling, even if I'm not watching it as often.
Yeah.
I feel like it's important that remains good, and I think that it's killer that it's got so much exclusive stuff on there. So I think I don't have. That's one I don't have trouble with. That's one of the going to be the last to go. I might get rid of Netflix before I got rid of Shudder, even though I watch Netflix.
Sure. What is your guys' favorite horror video game and or comic?
Video game? I've been playing those Resident Evil games. One just came out. The third one I've been playing. It's great. I liked it. I like all the ones in that series. They're fantastic.
Yeah. Mine's still what's that?
And you said comic too?
Or comic, yeah.
It's definitely a guy asking this question. It's not a girl.
I'm assuming.
Yeah. What's this sweet woman's name who asked this question?
I guess I would say Black Hole is my favorite, like horror-ish comic. Yeah, it's kind of about deformities and things like that. It's almost like a sexual disease, but the disease you get like creates a deformity of some kind on you. It's very good. It's very good.
Great.
Right on.
I'm like 150 years old, so I don't play video games or read comics. So.
All right. My favorite, and I haven't played it in years, but it's still my favorite fucking horror one, is Silent Hill. And it's fucking, I used to have it on PlayStation. It was so fucking scary. I need to get it again because I remember loving it. But I do love the Friday the 13th game too a lot.
The game? Really?
I like it a lot. I suck so much at it, either as Jason or as a camper. It doesn't matter. I mean, a counselor. I suck so much, but I just love the idea that there's a Friday the 13th video game.
It's pretty fun. It's just a little janky, but it's it's pretty fun. Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah, and I liked when I came over to your house that one time, Jeff, and I got to watch you like take like Leatherface and like rip Jason's like spine out of his ass.
What?
On Mortal Kombat? Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Right on. Do we have a favorite? Do you guys have a favorite comfort horror movie?
Jaws. For whatever reason, I can always watch Jaws and it just puts me at ease. I feel good. It's just enjoyable. I don't know. Yeah, that one is always nice to watch.
It's a good movie. It's a legitimately
great movie.
Yeah.
It's just a great movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, you see some sunshine. There's a beach. You know, so there's something kind of nice about it too, and it's not just.
It's pretty pleasant. Yeah.
It's pretty pleasant half the time. Yeah.
I think of movies that I put on when I'm like packaging orders, because like to me those are comfort food movies I can just like watch a bunch of times or just listen to. Of course, Greasy Strangler, Texas Chainsaw 2, and House of Thousand Corpses are like my three go-tos.
Mm-hmm.
But
for me, it's a good old Poltergeist, man.
Yeah.
That is the most feel-good horror movie of all time.
That movie stresses me the fuck out, and that's why I love it, because it gives me a lot of feelings, and I can't just put it on whenever, because I know I'm going to get freaked out, and I'm going to have some thoughts and some feelings. Jaws, I'm not scared of a shark. You know, it's just a good, well-crafted movie that I can just put on and feel fine about.
There's movies that I'm afraid to like watch too much to get sick of them, and movies I'm afraid to watch too much because they are like emotionally, either whether it's nostalgia or whether it's just like I'm in love with them so much that I know I'm going to cry, and I got to make sure I'm not around someone who's going to watch me cry. Like, I can't watch Breakin' in front of my friends. Although I want to watch Breakin' with Jeff watching, because he's never seen it. But
I want to do this because me and Josh will just be looking at Jeff watching Breakin'.
Yeah. Then maybe I won't cry if I watch Jeff watch Breakin' instead of watching Breakin'. No, if I hear the music, I'm crying. It's over.
Yeah, Poltergeist is that way for me, man, because it's really I have a lot of emotions tied to that one. Yeah, it's scary as fuck. Scares the shit out of me.
It is.
That's a stressful movie to watch.
That's not a comfort one for me either. I'm still very, very scared.
Really?
This
is the whole beginning.
Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Those are all comfort movies. I could watch those anytime. Those are great.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't watch them over and over again like I used to do. Like I think I used to watch them all over and over again in the theater because I had access to that, but I don't really as much watch movies over and over. Just because I'm scared I'm gonna, be desensitized to how good they are if they're my
Sure.
favorites,
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm sensitive. I got problems. I'm trying to watch new shit all the time and always disappointed because of that, but
Really?
yeah,
I'm just
always.
trying to watch the shit I like over and over again.
That's how dude, I've watched Shawshank Redemption like just this year alone probably like 5 times.
Yeah, that's good. That's a great movie.
That it's not a horror movie, but since it's like a Stephen King adaptation, I always kind of throw it that way. I can watch that movie, that and Stand By Me, and it's funny because they're both Stephen King
I
stuff.
can watch Stand By Me any day.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't a Stephen King podcast. I know it's not, but it should be because he's the best storyteller of our generation for sure. So you can tell in like ways like that where you're like, okay, so it's Stand By Me. How the fuck is that the same guy that did it? That's crazy. Those are crazy stories that are so drastically different.
Yeah.
Shawshank Redemption is such a I mean, that story is also expounded upon by Homie.
Yeah.
By Darabont, who really fleshed it out, as he does with all of the Stephen King adaptations he does. Like even The Mist, I think, is so well fleshed out compared to the story.
I need to see that because I've never seen that still. But I mean, that and Green Mile, he did Green Mile too, right? Like
he did Green Mile too. Yeah. He's
Green
the
Mile's
best
fantastic.
at interpreting. He was the best at interpreting Stephen King stories until Homie came along and did Doctor Sleep and
right. Flanagan,
yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
Very cool. This one's rough. What worst thing you ever stuck your dick in?
Your mother.
Mine would be Dr. Wiggle Jiggle's hand and the scalpel he was using.
Oh.
Oh God.
That's not a. I don't talk about
that.
Yeah,
They're not good. They're not good.
I don't
answers.
talk
Okay.
about those people
Yeah.
in mixed company, baby. It ain't happening.
No. Yeah, I don't need to incriminate myself any further.
Here's what movie would play on repeat in your personal hell?
Oh boy, so many to choose from. Oh,
Veronica, right?
Veronica?
Cool. Okay, cool.
Veronica, right? Everybody.
I was trying to think of like some other like horrible non-horror movie, fucking whatever, Waiting for Guffman or some bullshit, but like it probably would come back to something horrible like Serbian Film or fucking Veronica.
Oh man, I don't know, man. There's a lot of terrible movies in the world, but personal hell.
Yeah, why not be Veronica? Because there's at least boobs in that movie, and that keeps me happy. I don't know.
You own it? You're looking on your shelf. You own it.
I'm like,
Which one of these movies?
I'm just trying to get inspired. I don't know. I'm like scrolling through Netflix in my mind right now.
What's the VHS we always joke about that you find like 16 copies at like thrift stores?
But I could watch any of those. Mission Impossible or Top Gun.
Oh, I could watch Jerry
no
Maguire or Independence Day.
No problem.
All day long. Fine.
Mrs. Doubtfire, no problem.
All right. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe like Runaway Bride by Jerry Marshall. Gary
Okay.
Marshall, whatever his stupid name is. God, Gary Marshall. What a
Gary, Jerry, Larry,
Dude.
Marshall. Who cares?
what a piece of crap.
Probably something with horses. I don't know. I don't care about horses.
The
Black
horses.
Stallion or some shit, some Disney bullshit. I don't know. Yeah, no thanks.
That's some production quality.
All right.
I don't know.
No, that's a tough one. There's so many. There's too many.
I've watched so many bad movies growing up, even that I know that are bad, but I like them because I've watched them so many times that maybe watching a movie that many times unlocks the secrets that are the magic. If it's on repeat, maybe just be like, you get into it, you'd be like, I know every line. Crazy thing about that too, like here's the thing that, if we talked about this, like you can listen to an album 1,000 times, like literally 1,000 times,
Yeah.
and not get bored. Like, I mean, maybe you're probably bored, but maybe it'll become second nature and you'll get bummed. But like, if you watch a movie twice in a row, you know every line before it happens the third time you watch it. Like if you watch it back to back.
Right.
Like I was talking about Parasite the other day. I saw it come up. I'm like, oh shit, it's cool. Parasite's up. I know my roommates haven't seen it. I saw it twice in a row. I don't want to see it right now because I just watched it twice in a row.
Yeah.
But like, it's fucking one of the best movies, certainly in the last few years. So like, goddamn, why don't I want to watch it again? Because I know everything is about to happen. All the mysteries are unlocked. Visual and audio somehow like makes it harder to repeat for me than audio. Like I listen to albums literally thousands of times.
Yeah. See, I'm the same way. Anything I really like and I enjoy, I can listen or watch it a billion times and not care.
That's
just as satisfied every time. But I can barely stand like 10 minutes of something I don't like. You know, like I'll give it 10 minutes of a movie. If I hate it, I'm out. Record, I'm out.
Really?
I have to like something right away. And if I like it, then I can repeat it infinity amount of times.
The other day, I listened to the first 3 Red Hot Chili Peppers records all the way through.
See, I don't know why you would do something like that. that's fucking crazy.
There's a few Red Hot Chili. There's a few of those albums though that have some fucking jams that I'm sorry, but I have to admit I love.
100%. No, for sure. But all the jams?
I'd never really given them a chance. I never knew. I was like, I've never heard these records. Like I got into the Chili Peppers during, when everyone else did at fucking Blood Sugar Sex Magic.
Sex Magic.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My blood sugar's low, but how is my Sex Magic actually?
That Dave Navarro shit?
You guys are both talking over each other. I couldn't hear either one.
Oh.
Sorry, Josh.
What'd you say, Jeff?
You're saying how much you love Red Hot Chili Peppers? Go ahead.
I was saying how as an older gentleman, I need to check my blood sugar all the time, but my Sex Magic, no one ever asks about my numbers.
I'm so sorry I spoke over that. That was a good joke. That's a good joke.
But I read. I mean, I've been a Flea fan since before I knew he was in the Chili Peppers. I've been a Flea fan since he was Mike B in the Suburbia movie, right? So
yeah.
He's got a fucking rat crawling on him, and he's like, and I was nude, and that's like the funniest line of that whole movie. You guys ever see Suburbia? That movie? Penelope Spheres? Fuck.
I love it.
So good.
I love it. It's great.
The Woman Who Brought You, Decline of Western Civilization, and Wayne's World 2, and Tommy Boy, and Black Sheep also brought you the best, coolest punk rock movie of the 80s.
She's amazing, and that movie's hectic. That'll make you feel bad. That movie.
Yeah, it's hectic, and it's mostly real punks and mostly real punk shows. Flea was just a real punk, a LA kid. I read his book the other day, so I was like, okay, now I read Flea's book. I got to listen to at least an hour and a half of Red Hot Chili Peppers. I just read his words.
How far did you
10
get,
hours.
Josh? I gotta know. Did you get to the Dave Navarro shit?
Hell no, man. I didn't even get to fucking Blood Sugar Sex Magic. I got to I didn't get to Mother's Milk. I didn't get to Chad Smith, much less fucking.
Dude, those first few albums, though, but I like Blood Sugar too. But the first few albums, like they're way more like punk feeling and like funk, like crazy, and like a lot of skateboard videos would have those songs and things like that. So like
thrashing.
Yeah, like that kind of shit. Like I just, it would feel more like, okay, I can get into this stuff. But obviously, past Blood Sugar, there's a couple songs here and there, but it gets pretty dodgy.
I back One Hot Minute, Dave Navarro for sure.
I love Dave Navarro.
I'm a '90s kid. So,
oh man, you don't gotta tell me. I'm a huge
from.
Jane's Addiction fan, more so than the Chili Peppers across the board. A huge fan. Dave Navarro, and I've been reading about this, like when they're like Flea and Anthony are riding around with Perry and they're talking about the first Jane's Addiction album. I'm like, holy shit, that's right. They were contemporaries in LA at the same time. That's cool. Yeah. I mean, not that cool. They're both funk bands from LA. So bogus. But still, like, I love Jane's Addiction. Jane's Addiction are weirder and creepier and gayer and stranger than the Chili Peppers. Chili Peppers are a macho bunch of fucking LA dickheads, right?
Yeah, I can't. I have a hard time getting past Anthony Kiedis, man.
Well, he doesn't own a shirt, so that's a problem.
Yeah. Someone buy that man a shirt.
Anybody who just
drug money.
Anybody that has that just pops their top off like all the time, I have a problem.
Well, first, I'm jealous.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, which makes me angry. Yeah.
If I look that good, I'd probably pop the top too.
Yeah. I have a couple skateboard buddies that always pop the top, and I definitely I'm like, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, must be nice.
Popping the. It's like 55 degrees outside, and they're popping the top.
Yeah. Just nipples like this.
Well, yeah. They do own one sock between them, so that's good. We know that much.
No, they bought an 8-pack and they used half of it.
We got 2 questions left. As an adult, what movie or movies really fucking scared you?
As an adult,
I'm an adult.
Hill House, this series really scared me. Like really scared me. I was really, yeah, that one did it to me as an adult.
Yeah.
Other than that, oh boy. I don't know. Get there.
I was a slightly younger adult, but I would say, and I have admitted it before on the podcast, but Blair Witch Project scared the poop out of me, and The Ring 1 and 2. I'm sorry, but the American Ring, shitty ass Ring movies, fucking scared my fucking tits off.
Yeah, they're scary movies.
Your tits are off. You can pop your top now.
I can now. It's all good. It's all better.
I took my tits off. As an adult, like, does that, like, I guess Nightmare on Elm Street movies are for kids because they don't scare adults.
I mean, there's probably adults that have been scared by those movies, but we watched them when we weren't adults, so.
Yeah. Friday the 13th movies also not for, they don't scare adults. They're like, just go away. Just get in your car and drive to the city.
Yeah.
Get out of it.
Yeah.
I've got the
Hereditary.
means. I've got a bank account. I'll put gas in my car and get the fuck out of here.
Right. Yeah.
Hereditary was very scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. Even Midsummer was scary as an adult because it was like, it was just conceptually, culturally strange.
Yeah.
You're like, I appreciate a movie that's a cultural horror movie that's about white people because Green Inferno was the opposite and that was racist. So, is it racist if it's white people? Because those are some creepy ass white people.
Fuck. All right. The last question that we got is this is a fucking good one, guys. This is a very important.
This wasn't on the list?
No, it's on the list.
One? Oh, okay.
No, this is on the list. Full moon or trauma?
Full moon or trauma? I'm going full moon.
I'm going full moon too. I hate full moon, and I'm going full moon.
We got Castle Freak on full moon, wasn't it?
We got Castle Freak, Demonic Toys. What else you got?
Puppet Masters.
Other crazy shit. Puppet Masters.
Trancers. Yeah.
Fucking all kinds of weird shit. What's that dude? The big brain guy.
Head of the family.
Head of the family.
What?
We
got
have
Head
it,
of the
Josh.
Family
Don't worry about it. We have it.
It's coming.
It's coming. Yeah, we're gonna watch that shit and do an episode for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind trauma, really. Like, I like Toxie, the first one.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It affected me as a kid. I was like, oh, that's violent as fuck.
Yeah.
That's funny. But that shit is so budge that it's a bummer.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a, I can't, I mean, at
Full
least
moon
if you
is
can
too,
sneak
though.
What's that?
What's that?
Full moon is too, though. I mean,
It is
wicked budget.
But trauma is definitely like. I mean, he's built a whole empire on being so budge.
Like, he's never sneaked in a Stuart Gordon movie in Trauma. Like, Trauma, or like Full Moon will sneak in good movies once in a while.
Yeah. I mean, and he's made videos or movies to show you how to make cheap ass movies. You know, like he prides himself on that. Where I think Full Moon actually thinks of themselves as maybe they're not that, even though they are.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, maybe they're at least trying to make as best as they can out of low budget shit.
Yeah, like Lloyd will be like someone will be like, hey, we got $50,000 for this budget, and he's like, give me 20. You know, like
that's what. Keep 30. Buy yourself something nice. Give me 20.
Right. You know what I mean? Like I feel like he's made it an art form to make movies out of the least amount that he can, regardless how they turn out. And then
fucking.
But
how many times
I think Toxic Avenger is more influential than any of those other Full Moon movies.
I agree.
But Castle Freak is a better movie than Toxic Avenger, hands down.
Yeah.
100%.
Like, that's a great movie.
Castle Freak is great movie.
Already.
Yeah.
Full Moon's they've done better movies than Troma.
They have.
Right?
Yeah. But that's the thing. I think the difference is that for the most part, I think most of Troma stuff, it's like him doing that stuff himself, with a few little tag-alongs. Where Full Moon is a lot more. They're picking and choosing shitty movies.
Yeah, it's
From
not
other
just
people.
the
From
bands.
other people.
It doesn't have to be a band, a Chuck band or a Dick band or an Al band or
Right.
any of the band. The band brothers can take a hike. But Stuart Gordon's can stay.
Yeah. Rest R.I.P.
Yeah, for real. Recently, right? God
Yeah.
damn it.
Very like during the fucking apocalypse.
Yeah. Not because of the apocalypse though.
They never said, but I think it was more like related to something else. I don't think it was that. So.
Yeah.
But yeah. So.
Full Moon.
That's all.
Full
That's
Moon.
all.
Of all the shit I've talked about Full Moon too. Of all the times I've screamed into a microphone that Charles Band is a fucking dickhead. And Lloyd Kaufman's not a dickhead.
No, he's a sweetheart.
He's a sweetheart.
He's a
And I met him once and he's a cool guy and he was very cool. But
Yeah.
he makes crap fucking movies. And Charles Band also does, but lets them squeak through. Lets the good ones squeak through.
Well, that's what I think. If you talk to Charles Band, he would say, "I make good movies." If you talk to Lloyd, he's like, "I make crap movies."
Yeah. Lloyd wouldn't disagree that he makes crap fucking movies.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, he knows exactly what he's doing. Charles Band is in the like some weird delusion that he's fucking Scorsese.
Yeah. Lloyd knows that his eyes don't even go in the same direction. How's he gonna make
That's a great question. I like that question. So thank you whoever asked that. That was good.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
That's good.
This is fun. We should do it again sometime.
Did any females ask questions? I just got to know.
What?
Did any females ask questions?
Oh yeah. There was a lot of females on this.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good. I appreciate that we couldn't tell the difference. You're all fucking gooby dorks like us, so we appreciate it.
Yeah. I was trying to be non-sexist and non-binary and just having it be questions.
I appreciate that. It only got me thinking when the question came in about video games and comic books. I'm like, oh fuck, is this all just dudes asking questions?
It's like
I'm hoping our audience is
this
broader
is
than that.
a question from Becky Clunin. What's your comic book or video game do you like?
I know a lot of our listeners and friends of the podcast are nerdy ass chicks that love horror video games and comics.
That's
good.
great.
I'm glad to hear that.
And we love that back. Yeah. So, but we should. This is a lot of fun. This will be the first one that we do for on Instagram. Yeah, IGTV is like a little thing, but it was a lot of fun, and we hope if you guys like it, then let us know and comment and stuff, and then maybe we'll do something else like this.
Yeah, shoot us some questions. forevermidnight3@gmail.com for the questions.
Yeah, and check out our store because we're all broke as fuck right now, and you are too, of course. But people are selling shit, so we're. Oh, by the way, the VHS are coming. They're on their way, so they'll be shipping very soon. So everybody that ordered VHS, they're coming soon.
Cool.
Yeah, and and just be safe and be healthy and treat people nicely.
Yeah, of course. Be cool. Tip well. People are risking their lives to bring you a sandwich. So tip well.
Yeah.
Be cool to each other and
Wash your hands and wear your masks.
For sure.
Yeah. And I miss you guys so much and hope to see you in person in the near future.
Yes.
Yeah.
Likewise.
I'll see you guys in 2022, and in the meantime, I'll see you right here.
I'm gonna look like one of the adults from fucking Wall-E. I have to have my little fucking hover cart taking me around.
Yeah.
I've been eating like Pop-Tarts and fucking Doritos and just like I'm like the world's ending. I'm gonna see whatever. I don't care.
I know it's rough.
Chicken salt. Fuck it. Chicken salt.
Chicken salt on everything.
I need to put a chicken salt around the rim of this beer. Is what I need to do.
What is that? What is that beer? That looks fancy.
This
you got
beer?
there, Josh?
This
Promote
is a
that
beer.
shit.
This beer is it's probably gone by now, but it's a beer called Well Actually, beer made by Pink Boot Society and Hen House, which is Pink Boot Society is a women in brewing kind of group. They have chapters all over the states, And it's the best beer I've had in fucking forever. It's like the top 3 henhouse beers of all time. So
Wow.
I've been drinking the shit out of it. I've been getting drunk and
Drop me
snoring.
off some of that, Josh.
Yeah, I'll drop you off a little bit. I've been drinking a lot of beers and then like waking up in the middle of the night going like, oh, my throat hurts, because I've been rip roaring, snoring all night long. Not because I got the not because I got the itis.
Hey, let's talk about the new beer that Jeff did the labels for.
Oh yeah, Jeff's beer comes out this week-ish, and it's called Ominous Runes. It's a sister beer to Witchcraft and the Occult. I haven't got a bottle yet, but I got to make the labels, as did Jeff. It is a beautiful looking beer, and it's a 5-year-old aged saison with honey and Chardonnay juice in oak barrels. It's gonna be a funky, strange, occult beer.
I was reading the ingredients. It looks like it's gonna taste good.
It's like
Yeah.
a fucking spell.
It just, yeah. It seems like it's gonna be great. I can't wait.
It's gonna taste like a little bit like honey, a little bit like wine, a little bit like beer, a little bit like a petting zoo, somewhat like yogurt, and it's gonna be funky as fuck.
And you guys wonder why I'm sober.
But if you missed out on the Witchcraft and the Occult beer, you can actually order this beer online. You can buy like 3 bottles of this beer at henhousebrewing.com, and they'll ship it anywhere in California. If you're in California, you can get
In
it.
California. I was
Yeah.
wondering if it was
Only
anywhere
California.
else.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for our listeners that are not in California, but this is the law, so we got to keep it in the state.
Cool.
If you need us to get some for you and get it to you somehow, then DM us. We'll figure it out.
Cool. The labels look fucking killer. Jeff and Josh, you guys nailed it again.
Thanks,
And,
man.
It's
very,
all
very
Jeff.
cool.
Jeff did a great job. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because it was like
that.
we did a little podcast about it yesterday, and I wasn't involved in it. I'm like, well, if Jeff's not involved, I got nothing to say. It really wasn't me. Jeff designed from scratch the Witchcraft and the Occult label, and I was like, make a version of this that's different. And so Jeff designed from scratch the Ominous Runes label. So they're both beautiful. Jeff's so talented.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you put it together like super nice. You like added the finishing touches that really made it shine, Josh. So I
Oh, thank
appreciate
you.
it. Thank
Well, teamwork.
you.
Hey, you know what I saw? Speaking of other talents with our crew, this morning, I saw that fucking Ophelia has over 1,000 listens on fucking Spotify.
Yes. Oh, I put that
All
fucker
right.
on Bandcamp too. If everyone wants to like check it out on Bandcamp, you can listen to it free. If you're not a Spotify or Apple Music person, you can check it out for free. Bandcamp.com/Josh Staples.
Oh,
That's me. And it's if you search for Night Drive, you'll find it there too. But all 3 songs are up on Bandcamp now.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And Night Drive is still fucking killing it. We have 28,000 views last time I checked. So
Goddamn.
go watch Night Drive. It's up on YouTube. Go check it out.
Yeah.
Brian, speaking of artwork, those toys are coming out, right?
Which
Night
toys?
Drive toys?
The Night Drive toy. Once all the VHS get here and start shipping, also the figures of the Man Outside will start shipping as well. Yeah.
Psycho Poopy Pants?
Yeah. hand painted poopy pants by yours truly.
Ooh. So many
Killed
different
it. Looks great.
shades of brown.
Yeah. So those are all coming out, and then yesterday Jeff DeTavio sold out all of the cool FM3 edition of the Keshi Bone Ghost, which are super
Really?
sick. Yeah.
Those look
awesome.
so great. I
Yeah.
wish I grabbed one. They look amazing.
Yeah.
Lucky
They're-
whoever bought them.
Those
Good
are the
job.
cool rubbery ones too. So,
Oh, they're
but,
so sick.
yeah, he'll do some more. We'll work some more down the road. He's gonna potentially be doing a figure of one of my photos that we've been talking about.
What?
That's amazing.
That's
I
great.
love it.
So
I love it.
super excited. We'll see what happens, but yeah, that will be fucking coming down the pipes as well. Yeah, like orders have been on hold, but once that stuff shows up, I'm gonna be like making sure everything's like clean and wiped off, and then I'm gonna be packing stuff and getting everything out to everybody that's been waiting. So thanks for all your patience.
Yeah, for the people that are being patient and waiting for stuff to be shipped, know that Brian is the most crazy paranoid germaphobe that'll ever ship a package for you. So you are in good hands. This shit is going to be the cleanest it can possibly be. And you could literally open it up and lick it and you'll be safe as houses. So
Yep.
you're
I disrobe completely. I wipe myself with baby wipes, and then I wrap myself in bubble paper, and then I get to packing.
I've never been so erect. Rigidity. Silent Rigidity by Queensryche right here.
I love you guys.
Love you guys too.
Guys.
Listeners and folks, patrons and everybody, we love you guys so much. Thank you for everything.
Big time. Big time.
Thank you for supporting us, and thank you for sticking with us through the apocalypse.
Yep.
And we'll get through it. We'll come through the other side eventually, maybe very old, but we'll make it, and we'll all party at some sort of convention somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
I'm
at my house. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeff's apartment tonight. Wait.
Yeah. But we can't wait to see you guys, and we will hopefully see you sooner than later.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
All right, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Later, y'all.